can express yourself and you can walk in the light that you want to be in, and you can be the person that you want to be in the world. It was very clear to me that I could just make a decision to be someone else at any point in time in my life. I want to be that type of artist.
You know, it's the kids out there that feel like they don't fit in anywhere, or that they're not cool, or that all the kids in school just don't, like, they all have their crews, but they don't belong into any crew. Like, Misfits is about all of us doing it. I'm trying to make all these other artists, like, help them just, like, break into the spotlight in a way so that they can really show other artists out there, other kids that are everywhere, like, yo, you can do it. Dude, like, oh my God, like, can we talk about
art support?
Think of life as stairs, and they're all dark. Once you take that step in the dark and you find a stair, it lights up, okay? Now, if Drake is over here and he finds a stair and it lights up, I'm not gonna be an idiot and say, oh, I'm only gonna use my stairs. I don't care about the stairs. All I care about is going higher. So fine, I'll step on Drake's stair, and then I'll find my own stair, and then I'll step on another one, step on another one, and it's all about going up. It doesn't matter how you get up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if, oh, you got this idea from this person. If you're not allowed to use other people's ideas, why are we even all on the same thing?
I just think that it's important for younger generations to always go back to like some of the best albums of all time and not just listen to what the best album of the year was and listen to like whatever the best albums of all time have been, or, you know, whatever that is for them. You know, it might be something else for everyone else, you know what I mean? And I just think that whatever it is for you, whether it's, you know, the Beatles, or whether it's Man on the Moon 1, or, you know, whatever it is that you feel is your favorite album of all time, like, you just need to go back to that and like make sure we continue to like study that music, and then the music that those people like studied.
Tyler said that he didn't really like my last album.
I love that he said that.
Yeah, that's great. I love that he said that too.
Yeah.
Kept it real.
Yeah, he really kept it real.
Did you ever just kind of like, did you take it, or were you like, man, fuck you?
No, I wasn't like that.
Okay, just
I was just more like, yo, tell me why. Like, help me, then get in the studio, then be a mentor for me.
You know, your brain is in a dark like vacuum in your head, like it's kind of isolated from the rest of the world. And we all have these own worlds that are inside of us that are kind of like an abyss. And when you hear a piece of music that makes you cry, or you watch a movie that makes you cry, or you whatever, like you get so emotional from something that it triggers some type of emotional reaction out of you. That's someone else's abyss reaching out and finding your abyss.
Here's the deal. The song is made for people to sing. It's not made to be in the context of always me. It's made for people, young kid, just score a touchdown. I'm just an icon living.
Yes.
I am just an icon living. It's just whoever's singing it is the icon at that point. It's not me. It's about the young kid who just, scored a touchdown. It's about the other young kid who just graduated from high school or from college or got a scholarship. I'm just an icon living. Or it's your birthday. I'm just an icon living.
Yes, sir.
I'm blessed and I'm happy, and I just really just love all of my fans, all the people that's supporting me and coming to the shows, and like that's why I like to jump in the crowd and get close to the fans, because you came out. Came out. Like I really want to. I almost lose my voice every show because I want to give you my whole voice. I want to give you everything that I have. You paid for a ticket. I love it. I love being in this position that I can create because, if you go on Instagram and you look at what people are doing, it's like everyone has a perfect life and it's so amazing, supposedly. Except for the people that post the truth on Instagram, like, when stuff is actually going down. But, that's what I want to use as my outlet, too, of like, I cry in a lot of my music videos, like real tears. I realize now that I haven't released those videos. They just play behind me on my screen on my tour. But I'm actually going to release my music video for 90, and it's like me just like rolling around the hills, like crying. It's like this weird lucid dream. And I want to release that because I want to show people the side of it where it's like, yeah, but you can also be sad too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't have enough of. Just the more of the emotions and less of just like, being so hard all the time. It's like, nah, you're only being hard like that because you're trying to protect something. And I'm going to release what it is that we're trying to protect, which is our emotions. My parents always told me that I could fly. My parents always told me that I could, dig a hole to the next side of the earth. I could, dig a hole to the center and then go pop up on the next side of the earth. I would always ask them if I could do things. They would always say yes.
Wow.
They wouldn't necessarily be like, you know,
Go do it.
Yeah, you know,
Here's the
here it
shovel.
is. Here's
Go
the,
get that
yeah,
shovel.
you know, they wouldn't, you know, once it's time to go get the shovel, it's like, you go get the damn shovel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they would always let me know. It's like, no, you can do that. Or my dad, I would say certain things like, oh, but I can't do it. And my dad would be like, what did you just say? What did you just say? And then we would have an hour conversation about I got in trouble because I said that I couldn't do something. One of the best experiences that we had on tour is I took like 6 openers with me on tour because I have a record label of like artists that I just am just working with and wanting to, you know, just help and like, yo, like, let's go. Like Misfits is about all of us doing it. I'm trying to make all these other artists, like help them just like break into the spotlight in a way so that they can really show other artists out there, other kids that are everywhere, like, yo, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna conform to society, and I'm gonna be a divergent thinker, somebody that thinks of multiple solutions to one problem.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna design my own clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
I'm gonna make my own music. And it's like, I don't like the music that I'm hearing because all it's talking about is hoes and clothes and money, so I'm gonna make my own music.
It's just like when I wake up, you know, I get, you know, just bright ideas in the morning. And, you know, if that idea that I have, you know, this morning, let's say, is different from what I had yesterday, I'm gonna go with what I'm feeling today. You know, if I decide to change up everything and because that's what I feel, I'm always gonna go with what I feel and just switch it up and do, you know, if tomorrow I find out that I need to become, you know, a hired like contractor and build buildings and stuff, then I'm just gonna put my life in that direction until the next morning. If I wake up, if it switches, then it switches.
What's going to be worse? Getting that reaction from the people around me, or the feeling that I'm going to have inside by like not walking my true light of who I actually am? And when you decide what's going to be worse, that's when you can just really make the real decision. Because once you realize, or if you realize that, hey, there's nothing worse than not being who I am, I'd rather people make fun of me for who I am than like hiding and trying to conform and be like them when they don't even know what they are and they're just conforming to be like the next person. You can express yourself and you can walk in the light that you want to be in, and you can be the person that you want to be in the world. It was very clear to me that I could just make a decision to be someone else at any point in time in my life. So that was like, wow, okay, you can do this. You can be whoever you want. And you can change the world and you can improve lives while you're doing it. You can be an example to other people that they can improve lives and that they can do whatever they want to.
I like to draw, and it's like, yo, I will design a water box one day. I'll design a building one day. I'm gonna design all these different things. And it's like, yes, we wanna push that momentum in the youth of, you know, just creativity. You know, I just wanna make a difference in the world. I don't wanna just be a guy.
Yeah. You don't want to just exist.
I don't want to just exist.
And not
yeah.
give nothing.
Elon Musk, you know, he says a lot of the times, it's like, yo, if you have a startup, like the first thing you know is that like most startups, like they fail, you know what I mean? And most ideas like don't work. So that means that you have to work way harder than you expect to achieve them. And that's why he's doing things like working 22 hours a day.
I love that section of the song because it's like me like shitting on myself a little bit. That needs to happen in music because so many musical artists are just like, there's no one better than me at my craft. And like, I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm just kind of expressing something.
People haven't really heard any of my music until now, but I've been working on it for 8 years. So I feel like it's those 8 years with all that trial and error, all those mistakes, all of those things that I had to figure out, all that growth is what really got me to the point where I can start to begin to pave my own road, you know? And this is only the beginning. So I feel like it's really just that time.